This is Deb Helfrich. Zenzi, you can call me. This has been one profound day. I'm not letting Elon get to Mars without going through me first. And I'm going to prove it. Now, I was in my head doing a bit, and I'm going to... Oh, if only technology, I wasn't so limited. And this might turn off. I don't know. I cleared a bunch of videos, but, you know. I'm always out of... I'm insecure. Data storage, machine storage, cloud storage, electricity. I seem to do all right on bandwidth. Especially Homo sapiens bandwidth. My bioelectricity is so optimized. Today has been a double scoop Chris Tucker ice cube. Good day. Yes, I am staunchly anti-racist. And in fact, I'll create a movie with Jill Scott and Lamont Rucker demonstrating racial harmony. Again, as I said earlier, the bicep thing. I had just done some adjustments in my little evening movement session. So maybe that's that. Now it's starting to... My body's processing, so I'm getting lactic acid from holding the phone because I want the right angle. Because, man, my thoughts about Elon. So, I think there's a big, major, fatal flaw to living on Mars. Bioelectromagnetism wise. Now, Elon got to pay me for that answer. But I don't want his money as a patron. I went out to Mackenzie and Melinda today. Because the California cops woke me up when I was sleeping. In a place where I'd like to call home, where I think as a place that's interested in spreading human potential across the globe, I should be able to find home there. If they prohibit pets and cannabis. Could you be more inhumane? You could not! Hi, sweetie. All life. This is Zanzi. Who prohibits Zanzi? She's not interested. She's always a co-star. Sometimes, you know. Calm it down a bit. On to the world-evolving philosophical method that I've invented, life-centric thinking. Philosophical methodology of life-centric thinking. From the founder of #Wellbeing Philosophy, Zenzile Landalozi. I'm changing my name. I'm giving myself a Zulu name, because I am done with the U.S. of hypocrisy. Let me tell you that. My Zulu name, which, you know, there has to be a scene. I wrote the movie with Jill Scott, Lamont Rucker, and no, movie. I'm gonna do for Erykah Badu what Lee Daniels did for Lenny Kravitz. We got to get a part for Erykah Badu. Case closed. Those two women in their verses, that was the shiz, ladies. Collaboration, not competition. I don't know what I would do. There would be no me without Jill Scott, Erykah Badu, and Shaka Khan. Me, Shaka, birthday mates. That was not a Freudian slip. A Jungian twist. Do those, yeah. Freud is not just in my shit list like Elon. I got a big shit list of men. Need to understand how life works. And I mean, carbon-based life. I don't mean the game of life that they clearly played very well. I respect them. And the truth is, if I didn't respect them as much as I do, although I disrespect quite a great deal of the outcomes they've produced in the world, difference. I'm going nowhere near somebody. And again, if we're talking about who are a man who could be the check writer, get the information on how I can create the next Andrew Carnegie, philanthropy wise. Names on buildings everywhere for the future. So who knows if there'll even be buildings, right? But the equivalent. And what's even more important, I mean, you might like that bit first, but what's even more important is think about the human potential that the Carnegie Library system, my childhood in a little tiny library in my hometown, ELO, went to Carnegie Mellon. Last year, "30 years after graduating, and they left me in the parking lot to die for 7 months. I emailed professor after professor after professor, dean after dean, professional after professional, office of the president, office of the provost, the VP of research directly, the just retired that summer ex-VP of research, who was one of 2 people to respond to me, and he's retired, so he sent me to the head of the Schwartz Business Center. He copied on an email me to him, and then I pitched really well. And then the other response I got was from the dean of the College of Fine Arts, because this is performance art that could win a Nobel Prize in physics, physiology, and peace. Is there any left? I don't know. Literature. What are we going to get a Nobel? There should be, speaking and philosophy Nobel Prizes. So there is a fatal flaw, I think. I mean, I don't have labs and anyone to talk to, but it's certainly a hypothesis that has to be tested. I don't think we could live on Mars. Physiologically, there's a problem. Now, beyond that, I have a problem letting the men build an ejector seat when that money to send one Post-it note to Mars. I mean, you could create UBI for, I don't know the math. I mean, how much will it cost to send one Post-it note to Mars? It's extraordinary. It's inconceivable right now. So it's inconceivable, but put that into UBI, please. All right. So the cool thing is, that if we get the right scientists together, and it'll be challenging to get them all. We're going to have to do research to check my hypothesis, and it must be checked. I'm telling you, don't just because you have in your mind Matt Damon was fine. Matt Damon never left Earth. Please. Matt Damon didn't even make it to the moon. I doubt he's even been in any. In he might have done Ray Croniz's space shuttle thing. Ben probably did that. Not Matt. Lamar Rucker, will you please be my Ben Affleck? Clearly I have to be mad. Hashtag free will gathering. I'm Carnegie Mellon. I'm redoing Good Will Hunting. Hashtag free will gathering. It's COVID. Nobody's there. Nobody wrote on a board. What is consciousness? Why does consciousness exist? How did it start? What does it have to do with everything? Because it would, right? Nobody... I keep answering these questions. Nobody's with me. I sorted the hard problem consciousness at Easy Pivot. And I've been doing the logic for 3 1/3 years. And I can't find... Of course, I'm looking for it. And but I went to quantum physics, and the history of chemistry, biology, neuroscience, evolution. I got a lot to disprove from psychoanalysis, and a lot to disprove from psychoanalysis, cognitive psych, CBT, ooh, and just talk therapy. I mean, well done you, all y'all, for getting started. If you don't know consciousness, and you're not hip to the quantum physics complementarity, you're completely not doing anything as effectively as possible. And I embody, therefore I am. So here's the deal. Once we decide that we've tested and there's ways to build, for men to build machines that can deal with the fatal flaw of the fact that there's probably not capable of having human life on Earth. Mammalian life. I'll give you that extra clue, that extra bit of the premise. I mean, that's as far as I've done the logic. It's all, most life. Let me. I'm she-spinxing. I want you to get the answer right. I don't want people to die after... So many people on Earth will be dying because all the money sent to build things on Mars for people to go to die. I'll get you to Mars City, if that's okay. Quicker and expedientler. You have to build the Mars City prototype in the Kalahari Desert. Get the jobs. Get people. Get a place for refugees. Get. Man, you were born in South Africa. You got Zambian emerald mine wealth. Care for your neighborhood. Mr. Rogers rolling in his grave. So Andrew Carnegie. How is nobody seeing me? How am I... Been homeless for 16 months. Destitute for that, I think it's 21 months. And tortured. My chemical sensitivity and oh. And in this deprivation, sorted all of quantum physics' most intractable conundrums. And I've solved the fact that what we need to fix as a species is plantation capitalism. It's all about the economic system. Yo, there's no evil in the world. It's just lack of money. And that begets evil after evil after evil. And sometimes, number of steps are in between. People are not evil. They're not born to be evil. They don't grow up wanting to be criminals. So I think I forgot the profundity. Yeah, there's way more than this. way more than this. Yeah, I forgot. I need to rest. Harmony.